Guys, for today's video, meron daw email or nagsend ng email si SeaBank. This is about SeaBank Credit. Magkakaroon ng changes effective January 15 of 2025 and I think this would concern you if you are borrowing money from SeaBank Credit. Ano ba tong update na to and okay ba to? Is it good for you or dagdag gastos ba to? Etc. Well, samahan niyo ako pag-usapan natin yan. Sit back and let's discuss. Coming right up. Hi guys, this is Pat and you're in Pat Quintos Review TV. So if you're new to my channel, I do reviews about personal finance na meron akong experience or meron akong knowledge na ginawa ko na yan ng videos and playlists na makikita nyo dito sa taas. At kung bago ka dito sa channel ko, you may want to consider subscribing to my channel. Okay guys, so sa mga bago pa lang dito, just in case lang, bigyan ko muna kayo ng brief background about SeaBank Credit. So, SeaBank Credit ay parang personal loan or revolving credit ni SeaBank. Pero, mas mailalapit ko to or dadirect compare ko to with G-Loan, yan, S-Loan, yan. So, parang ito yung mga kamukhang loan products ni SeaBank Credit. Kasi, kapag ginamit mo itong SeaBank Credit na to, meron siyang installment. Versus sa mga G-Credit, yan, di ba? Yung G-Credit, Revi Credit, they are revolving credit, acting like a credit card. Gamitin mo, bayaran mo, and then pwede mo lang gamitin ulit. Well, sa SeaBank Credit, parang acts like a loan nga, personal loan. Wherein, for example, nanghiram ka and then payable siya within 3 months, tapos nakapagbayad ka na kunyari ng dalawa, doon pa lang pwedeng magkaroon ng additional loan ulit. So, not necessarily like a revolving credit na once nakapagbayad ka na, pwede mong gamitin ulit yung binayad mo. So, yun yung difference. And okay kasi itong SeaBank Credit kasi ang monthly add-on interest rate lang niya ay 2.90 to 2.95%. Kung i-compare natin to with credit card is at 3% monthly or around 36% per annum. So definitely, mas mababa itong SeaBank Credit by 0.05%. Pero kung hindi naman magmamatter sa yung 0.05%, edi, well, good enough yung credit card. Kasi, if you do personal loan or credit to cash facilities sa mga credit card, mas mababa. Minsan yan, 1% lang or less than 1% pa. Pero kung wala kang credit card at meron kang SeaBank Credit, pwede mo siyang i-consider as the interest rate of a credit card. One more good thing about SeaBank Credit is wala siyang processing fee. Magbabayad ka lang ng documentary tax stamp and medyo maliit lang naman yung documentary tax stamp na nakadepende sa principal amount. So now na nabigyan ko na kayo ng brief background about SeaBank Credit, ano ba tong update ni SeaBank and how concerning is it ba? Ito, basahin ko sa inyo. Dear customer, we are writing to inform you about an upcoming change to the early repayment policy of SeaBank Credit. Effective January 15, 2025, a prepayment fee will apply to early full repayments of all existing and new SeaBank Credit loans. This fee will be 3% of the outstanding principal plus the unpaid and remaining interest of the relevant loan or 300 pesos, whichever is higher. The unpaid and remaining interest shall mean all interest which has not yet fallen due on the date of the prepayment, but which would have become due had the credit facilities not been prepaid. Yeah, so basically, right now, if you fully pay your SeaBank Credit, then wala kang additional charge. Pero, kapag pinull payment mo to and effective to by January 15, magkakaroon ka pa ng plus 3%. So, para lumalabas talaga guys na ayaw ng mga financial institution na nagbabayad tayo ng full. Diba? Kung mapapansin nyo, yung mga mabilis cash, yung mga 100 na yan, pag nagbayad tayo ng advance and full, bigla nilang bababa yung credit limit or biglang hindi ka na makaka-reload, di ba? Yun yung nakikita nating trend. Pati ngayon si SeaBank Credit, ganun. Though hindi niya bababa, di ba? Sa kanya, meron 3% charge. So, parang lumalabas talaga na hindi appealing sa kanila yung nagbabayad ka in full. Meron akong theory about this. Kasi, pag nagpautang sila sa'yo and kinuha mo yung term, parang inisip nila,
kikita na ako ng ganitong pera dyan.
For me as a bank or as a lending institution, expected ko na magkakaroon ko ng additional na pera. Like, kunyari 10,000 ko, expected ko magiging 11,000 or what. Kunyari lang. pero nagbayad ka ng mas maaga, tapos hindi ko makukuha yung interest, di ba? So parang nasayang yung pagpaprocess ko sa'yo, nasayang yung pagpapautang ko sa'yo, di sana nagpautang na lang ako sa iba na kaya kong bayaran plus the interest. Kasi nagplano na ako na ganito, may makukuha akong additional na pera by every month, di ba? Feeling ko ganun yung way of thinking ng mga lending institution. They're planning ahead their finances. Kaya siguro, if you pay in full or what, medyo nasisira planning nila. Ewan ko sa akin lang yun. Pero parang ang ganda na rin naman nun na if a full payment mo na siya. Kaya lang siguro nga, masisira yung mga plans nila, tapos magre-reloan ka ulit kaagad. Yeah, parang ganun. Ewan ko guys sa akin lang yun. So, 3% para ka na rin nga nag-interest ulit. Plus, the remaining interest pa na hindi mo pa nababayaran. Kay G-Loan, okay kay G-Loan na binabalik nila yung interest na hindi pa na-incur. So, meaning, mas maganda yung G-Loan. Yan. Pero, per experience ng karamihan, and ako din, na kapag nagbayad ka na doon, tinatanggalan ka ng G-Loan or nilo-lower yung credit limit. Yun naman yung sad thing about it. So, siguro yung itong mga loan na to, sundin na lang natin yung payment plan natin. Kung kinuha natin 3 months, 3 months, kung 6 months, tapusin na lang natin kaysa yung magbabayad pa tayo ng maaga. Though, nakakatanggal din kasi ng alalanin sa isip, sa stress na wala ka nang intinding utang. Diba? Kung gano'n naman yung mindset mo, di bayaran mo na lang at least. Kung bumaba, hindi ka na maka-reloan, wala ka nang iniisip na utang. Pero kung balak mo pang stay yan as it is, na nandyan, standby loan, sundin na lang natin yung payment plan na kinuha natin. For our question of the day, kayo guys, ano sa tingin nyo yung reason kung bakit ayaw ng mga lending institution ng mga banks na nagpa-fully pay tayo ng maaga? Sulat niyo yan sa comment section sa baba at may chance kayong manalo ng 1,000 pesos sa ating weekly GCash giveaway. Yun lamang po for today's video, but before we end this video, mag-shoutout po muna tayo at shoutout kay at Lizel Cabanlit. Sabi niya, good morning po, watching from Riyadh. At Lizel Cabanlit, shoutout po sa inyo, maraming salamat sa panonood at pagsuporta ng aking mga videos. Thank you so much. I hope you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and if not, wala nang problema dyan, but continue to support me by subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and also the bell button sa tabi ng subscribe para makareceive kayo ng latest notification sa lahat ng upload ko. Again guys, this is Pat Quinto and you're in Pat Quinto's Review TV. Bye-bye!